Actually, I don't even know who's really on and who's not. Doesn't look like anybody is. I have an interesting live for you today, I hope. Trying to get stuff set up. Hello, nature fan. It's horrible. Hey, carry me through. Ooh, I have no idea what that one's about. I don't watch a lot of his stuff, to be honest. Dum 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 dum. I don't like scary movies. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, why? Why would you want that? Sorry. I Oh, I was just a little thing back then. Hey, D-Man, what's up? Okay. I have that going. I have that going. We'll give it a few minutes. Oh, yeah, it's chilly here too. I look like a wreck. Today's going to be a kind of I'm everywhere day. I do, and I'm sorry for not being combed. I also need to shave. This mustache is looking sloppy. Um, I erased my talk. I'm starting over on it, and I need to do a lesson. Need to type up the story for this week. So it's a messy day. We'll give people a couple more minutes. Maybe I shouldn't wait. Most of the people that are going to be here are here, so let's start talking. What's up? Oh, if you could live, this is our poll for today. If you could be anywhere in the rainforest right now, which tree would you stand next to? Yeah, because I'm gonna redo it. Is it walking palm, cannonball tree, or black sapote? What's up, nature lovers? We are live and on location with two heavyweights of the rainforest. Yeah. We've got the walking palm and the massive cannonball tree. I've got some amazing facts to share with you about how these trees live and potentially interact in the environment. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our weekly field trips. We're not going anywhere. And let's get started and take a closer look at these roots, because these roots apparently are made for walking. Our first jump into trees today is the walking palm. So let's get into it. There are over 2,600 species of palm trees out there. Today, we are looking at one of those species. The walking palm has roots that extend several feet above the ground. People claim that these trees walk across the forest floor, but what's really going on? Well, I'm going to tell you. They move slowly by growing new roots, actually in the direction that they want to move. Now, where would it want to move? Well, usually it has something to do with light. These trees literally move towards the light. Now, as they put out new roots in the direction that they want to go, the old roots die off and they can move. It takes a while, over months or years. Now, this is not a tree from Asia. This is a tree from Central and South America. And you're probably not going to see them walking around anytime soon. However, they can grow to be 25 meters or 82 feet high. And this is not a tree that's going to have a massive girth. The stem is 12 to 16 centimeters or 4 to 6 inches in diameter. So not a big one. This tree is pollinated by beetles, and the leaves of this tree are thicker when they grow in the sun versus when they grow in the shade. They also have more trichoma. I'm going to pronounce this name. Which are hair-like or gland-like appendages that may or may not contain sticky resins, and they have more stomata. Now, the stomata are pores. Just like we have pores on our skin, leaves have pores on their surfaces. And this allows them... Oh, that's cool. I like Mark Hamill. These pores on tree leaves can be open or shut. And they allow basically for the tree to breathe and for water vapors to escape. White-lipped peccaries are important to this species because they help to eat and distribute the seeds, and they may also play a role in limiting the tree's population. Yes, walking palms. The walking palm flowers during the dry season, and sadly for this tree, only around 45% of their seeds will germinate, and the other quarter will simply die. So, pretty amazing tree, the walking palm tree. While we walk over to our next specimen, I want to see you guess in chat. How heavy do you think a single fruit from a cannonball tree actually gets? I'll give you a hint. You wouldn't want to be standing under it when one of these things drop. As we make our way through the bush, keep those guesses coming, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying this look at rainforest giants. And just for more interaction, we are going to start a Q&A, which hopefully doesn't... I see 2 pounds, 30 pounds, 36, 33, 63 pounds. Don't forget those numbers, because I will be coming back to that in a bit. So this is a deciduous tree. Again, deciduous means that they drop their leaves. And it is in the family anyway, I'm not going to try saying it. I don't know why I'd try. Here is that's the family that they're in. I hit the wrong thing. So these guys are, again, native to the rainforests of Central and South America. You can find them, and we're talking about the Cannonball tree. You can find these guys from Costa Rica to Brazil and north to Bolivia. They are cultivated That was a stupid move. Anyway, can you guys see my face? I feel like you can't see my face. Anyway, they are cultivated around the world, which means you might see them in your neck of the woods. Maybe. Probably not in Northwest Indiana, though. Maybe in Florida, but not around here. What makes this plant famous? They are known for their fragrant flowers and their large fruits. Now, these fruits are brownish gray in color. The tree reaches 110 feet. Leaves can be 8 to 31 centimeters or 3.1 to 12 inches long. And unlike some trees, or most trees, where the flowers form on the branches, these flowers form and cover the trunk. Just like, sort of like the cacao tree, like jackfruit. These guys sort of do the same thing. One tree can have up to 1,000 flowers on it. They are strongly scented, and they are especially fragrant during the night. The flowers have 6 petals, which are pink to red near the base. Bees, wasps, flower flies, bumblebees, and even bats are known to pollinate their flowers. Now, before I get into the fruits, did you take a guess on the weight of the fruits? The fruits can reach a diameter of up to 25 centimeters or 10 inches. A large fruit can contain over 100 seeds, and one tree can have 5 up to 150 fruits on it. Now, the fruits take a year or longer, around 18 months, to mature. They can weigh up to 15 or 16 kilograms or 33 to 35 inches. So Good job, Carrie. The fruits are edible, but because of their smell, we tend not to like them a whole lot. And it's something that we will cover at a later date. The flowers get pollinated, and then the fruits form from the flowers, just like a cacao tree. If you've ever seen like a cacao pod, they form on the trunks. So do jackfruits. Yes. They sort of have these really long pods, or not pods, but just to give you an idea. Yeah, I mean, they can vary. All of the red or pink that you see are the flowers. And it's really hard to see, sort of. But those are the fruits hanging from the trunk. And they have these really long stems on them. I know that's not the right term. But even like if it's 100 feet up, you don't want one of those coming down on you. It is, once these fruits fall, it is the pacas, which are a little rodent-like animal. The peccaries, monkeys, and deer all help to distribute and scatter the seeds. We don't have proof, but it would make sense that something like a ground sloth might have eaten these fruits long ago and would have helped to distribute their seeds. They are edible. The issue is let me read you if I can find it. They have a really bad smell to the fruits. The fruit is said to have a hold on. Let me get to where it actually talks about it. It's sort of like the durian, where there is that really bad smell. So the shell has, or the fruit has a pungent, acrid aroma. They have 65 to 550 seeds. You only eat them when they are ripe. The flesh has a earthy, bitter, astringent, tart flavor with a musky, acidic, sour apple rubber notes. I would think if they could get into them, yes, bugs would love them. I also read where the seeds are toxic. They should feel, if you go to eat them, you should eat they're ripe when they're heavy feeling. And when you cut into them, typically they have a white flesh, but they will oxidize into a light blue to blue-green color. Okay, so I did a poor job at doing my research for this one. I only got enough material to cover 22 minutes. But only after it oxidizes, meaning that it hits the air, sort of like, when you cut into an apple or a banana, they will turn sort of brownish in color in the air. It does sound pretty alien. The one that I saw a fruit, but I can't share the picture because it's not it's copyrighted. But it looked like it was moldy. It's that color, that bluish green color of mold. Yeah. I wanted to do another engagement activity. But since we're in South America, since we're in Central and South America, I thought, why not do some South American animal trivia? And so that's what we're doing. Has nothing to do with plants whatsoever. It's animals. Are you ready for some trivia? Hello, everybody else that is in live. If you have liked what you've heard so far, make sure you click that subscribe button and give the live a like. Give it a thumbs up. First question. We talked about the white-lipped peccary eating palm seeds, but what is the largest land animal in South America? Is it A, the jaguar, B, the tapir, or C, the giant anteater? We talked about the white-lipped peccary eating palm seeds, but what is the largest land animal in South America? Is it A, the jaguar, B, the giant tapir, or C, the giant anteater? Guys, it is not the jaguar. It is actually the tapir. I don't agree with this weight. I think they can be heavier, but it says 550 pounds. Question number 2. The walking palm moves a few meters a year, but this animal is famous for moving as little as possible. What is the slowest animal in the South American rainforest? And this time, you do not get, you just have to shout it out. You don't get choices, you just have to shout this one out. Yeah, there are snails. But that's not one of the choices necessarily. Well, we don't have giant sloths, so they died out a long time ago. Or at least we think they did. It is the sloth. Yes, yes. They move so slowly that algae actually grows on their fur. The next question. Before we hit the cannonball tree, there is a bird in South America called the hootsen, or houtsen, also known as the stink bird. Why does it smell so bad? Is it because it bathes in swamp, it eats fermented leaves, or C, its defense mechanism against jaguars? It is just sloths. It is their diet. It's actually bee. They are the only bird in the world that digest leaves using fermentation just like a cow. Nature is wild, right? That was 3 for 3. How many did you get right? If you got at least one right, you've earned your Junior Ranger badge for the day. Now, hit that subscribe button to make it official. We're growing this nature community every day, and I'd love to have you with us for our next trip. We are going to do another set of 3. All right, guys, you crushed the first round. Let's level up. You did pretty good. So let's do this. Hold on, guys. Things may get a little bit wonky. Give me a second. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. You crushed the first round. Let's level up. There is a predator in the Amazon rivers known as the river wolf. It can grow up to 6 feet long and even stand up to canyons. Is it A, the pink river dolphin, B, the giant otter, or C, the electric eel? The answer is B, the giant otter. They are incredibly social, very loud, and total apex predators. If you thought otters were just cute and cuddly, think again. Next one. This bird is famous for sitting on top of fence posts or tree stumps, blending in so perfectly you'd likely walk right past it. It's known for its giant mouth and its haunting poochoo call. What is it? And you have to guess. I'm not going to make a guess. Is it the A, poochoo, or B, the macaw? Is it the poochoo bird or the macaw? It might even be in that family. Yes, it is the poochoo. They are masters of disguise. Their feathers look exactly like dead wood. Last one before we get to the cannonball tree. We've already done that, guys. We all know that the piranhas have sharp teeth, but there's a relative of the piranha in South America called the tambaqui that eats mostly things that fall from trees. What is their favorite food? Is it A, falling fruits and seeds, B, small insects, or D, smaller fish? It is A, falling fruit and seeds. It's a smaller It's A, fruits and seeds. They have strong jaws. They can crack hard nuts that fall into the water. They are basically the gardeners of the water. Nature finds a way to use every part of the tree, even the parts that fall into the water. Christy Roseberg, we're not doing that. Before we head out, I want to say a huge thank you. Supposedly, that is winding down. Chrissy, you've been warned. You're going to get a timeout, a long one. Told you. um, Before we head out, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who spent their time exploring with me today. We've seen some incredible botanical engineering, from the walking stilt roots of the palm to the massive trunk-borne fruits of the cannonball tree. If you learned something new today, maybe about stomatas on the leaves, or the way these species adapt to find sunlight, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. We are building a community of people who truly appreciate the science of the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. I want you to be a part of our next live. Also, if you enjoyed the trivia and our deep dive into these species, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow, so I can keep bringing you species like this. And before we leave, you should know what is coming up next week. We are almost to the end of the month, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just give you the rest of the month. So we have live tonight. We're covering 2 different fruit trees from South America. But next week, we will be doing some exotic foods, talking about the abu and the star apple. We'll probably talk about the plants too, just to make it make sense. We'll be doing the ice cream bean and the blue java banana. Then we have our zoo to do, the National Aviary and the Allwetter Zoo in Germany. We will be doing 2 different birds from South America in our Learn to Care. And then the other segment of Learn to Care will be the bush dog and the margay. We'll be doing the African wood at the San Diego Safari Park and Bosque Equatorial at Biopark Valencia on January 27th. I wonder if those seconds will be back to back. No, I don't think so. I don't know how they'll do it. I'm not going to worry about it. She's out. January 27th, we will also be doing When Zoos Come to the Rescue. January 30th, What If Animals Fought Back? And things we do that we shouldn't do. And then monthly roundup. And then an entire live of Would You Rathers. Some cool stuff coming up in February. We will be looking at the Colombian mammoth and the dwarf mammoth, the cave bear and the cave lion. And then more exotic fruits. We have trivia on the 7th. And on February 7th, if we could grow anything in our giant greenhouse, what should we grow? Going to be a real interactive thing. We have a Learn to Care. February 13th, we have a subscriber-only channel planning session. And then we will be taking a look at urban wildlife and coexistence. And we'll be talking about those animals that have truly made cities their home. We will have our first look at Animals in the Backyard, the series, with some owls, and Animals in the Backyard, some mammals. So we'll be covering a species that lives in the UK as well as in North America. We'll be doing the Great Barrier Reef and tidal pools, carnivorous plants. We'll be taking a look at some bumblebees. And we will be doing an experiment in February. So that's what's coming up in February as far as lives go. I did did a thing. Because I'm always doing things, I think. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. As you guys know, I like to do my lives, my videos. And so let me tell you what videos are coming up. Get you guys maybe excited for some. And these videos that I'm going to be talking about are set in stone. We have Toma Stoma coming up, Florida apple snail zombie apocalypse and wildlife, Matamata, leopard, scabies mite, basil, parsnip, bittersweet nightshade. Other things that I'm looking forward to at some point: sea lamprey, which is a while off, Mexican blind cavefish, gimpy gimpy, scallops as a group, line mains jellyfish, would a marmoset make a good pet? Oh, I'm burping. I need to finish one, it looks like. I think it's a... We will be doing blue-ringed octopus, Amazon leaffish, and a whole bunch of videos that you guys have suggested as well. So I'm excited. Guys, I'm not going to keep you because I have a whole bunch of stuff that I have to get to. Thank you for coming in. I will talk to you later. I really haven't had much of anything today. It's just been one of those days where I've been jumping from thing to thing. Last night we had soup. We had beef soup. With, I think it was barley beef soup with vegetables. I don't know what we're having for dinner tonight. My parents are out shopping. They took my great niece out shopping to get her some clothes for church. And on top of that, guys, yesterday was really bad. I found out that one of my great nephews is in the hospital. And one of my great uncle was in the hospital and now released. But yeah, that's why yesterday was kind of cuckoo for me. Don't need a super lot of prayers because their names are taken care of. Just to let you guys know what's up. I am going to be doing videos after I hang up with you guys. Yeah, so we are going to be shooting a wintertime version of the video that you saw, or maybe you didn't see. The one that was done at Grabus Arboretum. So that's coming up. That'll be happening probably within the next week or two. Fun, because I really hate wintertime with a passion. Being outside. I would give anything to be down in Florida with D-Man right now. Oh, I did learn something cool today, though. We talked about the black widow being the most dangerous spider in North America, or maybe the brown recluse being the most dangerous. No. Not even accurate. However, it is a species of recluse. It's just not the brown recluse. It's actually the Arizona recluse, I believe is the name of it. No, it's actually a species of recluse. But also, I didn't know this. I knew that lightning bugs can make their own light chemically. What I didn't realize is that the larvae are potentially poisonous and venomous. And they may be one of the few animals that can eat the hammerhead worm, flatworm. Which we don't see a lot of hammerhead flatworms up here. I think it's too warm. But potentially in Florida and other warmer locations, they might have them. So yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. And I found a new YouTuber that I'm watching. He covers a lot of bugs. A lot of bug stuff and arthropod stuff. I learned that the largest arachnid, or no. Yeah. The largest arachnid in the world is the horseshoe crab. So, very cool stuff. I'm going to let you guys go because I've got to get stuff done. I will talk to you later. Have a great day. I will see you guys later tonight. Hopefully. Bye-bye, everybody.